Hi all, let's start. So guys, if you have any questions, last class guys, have you seen the EFX recording? I have recorded this one because got stuck. Anyway, I have recorded. So this is the recorded EFX file system, right? So say you can see here. So let me. Yeah, let me stop this one. So this is the recorded TFX guys. Right? So I have recorded, say at the end, if you would like to connect with Active Directory, just connect like this, right? Say it should be like this: administrator @ AWS.local, right? There should be a domain name at the end of the name, right? And place the AD password, Active Directory password. You can able to log in. That's how we log into the domain. Say, let me play again. Say, whatever file you create in one machine, you can see the same file here. Right? Say EFS is a backbone, right? For this setup, right? EFX is a backbone. Right. This is about EFX, guys. Please go through this recording and do practicals. All right. So this is EFX is for especially for Windows machines, right? So there are two options when you create Active Directory. Say other one is FXS closure. This is for compute intensive workload. Intensive workload means like using high level applications like data mining, data lake, and databases like Redshift. Right? For that purpose, choose this option. Say Amazon FXS for Windows file server. Here we can apply access control list, shadow copies, and user quotas. We can restrict the hard drive size. Say here the shadow copy means snapshots. Microsoft come with the word shadow copy. That means Microsoft snapshot images, right? And we can allocate user quotas, and we can create NFS file system for Windows. Further, SMB protocol. Say guys, what is SMB? Server message block. Say here, this is the SMB file system. So we can call this one is FXX. Behind this one, behind FXX file system, SMB is there, server message block. Sometimes you may heard about Samba server, right? Samba server. Say, actually behind FXX, SMB is there, right? Server message block, SMB is there. Say, Amazon and Amazon backbone is Linux guys. Right. So that's what they come with SMB, server message block. Right. So here we can have a Windows PCs. Right. Windows PCs. If it is Linux machines, then we have to go with EFS, Elastic File System. We are going to learn today. Elastic File System. Right. So if it is Linux, right? So if it is Windows, we have to go with FXX. There are some questions. Surely I'll show you. FXX backbone is SMB, server message. Replicate data within an availability zone. Multi-ASL file system include an active directory and standby file server in separate ASL. Say like this. So we can deploy this file system in different AS. Say this is one availability zone. This is another availability zone. This is another availability zone. So when we create FXX, we can deploy this file system into multiple availability zones. Right. AZ1. This is AZ2. This is AZ3. For the redundancy purposes, that means anything goes wrong, we can survive with other file system. Okay. That's what this option is there. Are we going to create single file system or multiple file system? If it is multiple, we have to deploy this file system into multiple availability zones like this, right? Say, it's also chargeable options. There might be charges for these things, right? Right, multiple availability zone or single availability zone. Say this is your FXX. You can connect on-premises client with your FXX file system. Through VPN, you can connect with FXX as well. Right? So other one is there FXX Lucia. This is especially for financial modeling, machine learning, high performance computing, electronic design, automation, blah blah things. Right. So that's about Lucia and all. This is about FXS file system, right? Say in this Amazon, say if you choose FXX, this one. Create file system. Say there are two options. So sorry, now they come with another option known as Amazon FXS NetApp ONTP is also data mining. Okay. Other one is there Amazon EXS file system for file server. This is ADN or this also belongs to data mining and all FXX, right? FXX, Amazon FXX solution. Right. So guys, we have done the FXX part, right? There are plenty of questions, right? Say if they ask about, say we are going to deploy some .NET thing, the answer is FXS. If they ask about that, they are going to deploy AD, the answer is FXS. If they talk about data mining and all in Windows, the answer is this one, right? So this one we have learned. Today, guys, we are going to learn FXX. There is another file system. Sorry, EFX, Elastic File System, right? This is Elastic File System, guys. So this is especially for Linux machine. If Linux machines want to share the files, we are going to use FXS file system. Actually, behind FXX, NFS is working. Behind this file system, guys, actually NFS is there, network file system. They have modified this NFS and come with Elastic file system, right? So guys, this is the Elastic file system. Right. Say there are Linux instances. These instances are connected with Elastic file system. Elastic file system. Say this EC2 instances are connected with this Elastic file system. So guys, there should be IP here, right? We are going to assign the IP for this Elastic file system. So I just mentioned here, we are going to assign IP address. If it is, say, then we are going to assign the security group on top of this file system. Say, let me name the security group as Elastic file system security group, like that. This one is going to manage inbound and outbound traffics. Then there should be security group connected like this in these instances. Here also connected like this. Right. Security group, this is for instance. Say I am going to put this instance in one availability zone. Say let me put availability zone 1. Availability zone 1. This one I am going to put another availability zone. Say this is availability zone 2. This one also I am going to put another availability zone. This components, EFS. So let me put availability zone 3. So our setup is like this. Then all these components are under one VPC, guys. Say this is our VPC. If we have outer layer, then that is our region. This is our region. Inside region, VPC is there. Inside VPC, we have availability zones. AZ1, AZ2, AZ3, and we have instances inside AZ like this. Right? So you may ask, what about the storage capacity? So you can store up to 5 TB. Okay. The EFS say 5 TB free. Okay. There's no charges for 5 TB. Beyond 5 TB, they are charging. Say if you go 5.5, they are charging. So what about the capacity? Is unlimited. You can store any amount of data as you wish. But this EC2 instance, our VM, what is the VM capacity, guys? Say, for example, you can go maximum, say, up to 30 GB, say 1 TB. Say, let's see, maximum you can go 1 TB. Right. This is what is the file system? This hard drive file system we have learned, guys. Elastic block storage is limited, guys. That's what the block. Okay, elastic block storage. This one is elastic file system is unlimited. You can store any amount of data as you wish. Right? Say this is EFS is come with EC2 instances. When you launch the instance, by default, you can have 1 or 2 EBS volumes. There's a special word, guys, volumes. This is the massive storage. EFS or FXX also is a massive storage, right? You can store any amount of Windows file system, so for any Windows data. Right? So guys, what is the backbone of EFX is NFX file system. Sometimes you might heard about NFS file system if you learn Linux and all, right? Right. Now this is the NFS setup, guys. Right. So guys, if you have any questions, please raise. Guys, I already created this file system. EFS file system I have already done, right? And I have launched the Linux instances. These are my Linux instances, guys, right? Here, this is my first instance. This is my second instance, right? Like this, first and second, or whatever it is. Say, see here in my first instance, I am going to create a file. Say, so it's disconnected. Wait. Sorry, disconnected. Let me connect again. Let me connect this instance first. say these are my instances file. Let me access the EFS folder. So both instance I would like to access EFX. Here guys, see, I am going to create a file. Touch AWS exam or something. Ls, you can see the file here. Right? Same file you can see here as well. Say here I just say ls. Here you can see the files here. Say whatever you put here, you can see here as well. Right? As like Windows. Right? Okay, so now guys, we are going to delete this structure. Again, we are going to create this. Right? So now you see how this EFX works. Right? This one is pretty much fast compared with Windows. Right? Delete this structure. Say, let me delete all. Say instances. I'm going to delete the instances. Stop. You see here stopping, huh? Then terminate it. Meantime, I am going to delete the EFX file system as well. There's a EFX file system is there. So like this, I am going to delete this as well. So just choose this one and just say delete. Say just enter the name like this and you may able to delete this. Just done one shot, you can delete. Say succeed. Now you can stun. Say let's see our instances. Instances also terminate. Right. Today we are going to see the life cycle of these instances as well. Right. First we complete EFS. Then we are going to see the instance life cycle. Right. Oh. Now we are going to deploy the structure cuts EFS file system. Right. Say, first of all, I'm going to deploy two instances in different assets. Right. This one is in one asset, this one is in another asset. Thing is, guys, is should be under one VPC. Right. Right. Let me create two instances in two different assets. Right. Right. Say this one terminated. Say launch instance. Say go with this one. Here I am going to choose this one is belongs to US East A availability zone. Right. My first instance. Right. Should be enabled. All right. Say let me deploy. Just give a name. Say TC1 or something. Now there's a small discussion, guys. Right. Now we are in the firewall security group. Now say this one I am saying my security group name as web, say security group 1. Say, can I use this security group here in this instance, which is belongs to another ASIC? So my question is, can we use this security group here? Is it possible? That is, these are the small, these are the technical points, guys. Right? Actually, this security group is belongs to this one. Can I use this security group here in this instance? Yes, we can use. Right? So I am going to create one security group and going to use this instance and this instance. Right. Second technical point is we have to use same rules. Don't use different rules. Right. So our security group is same security SG1 for both instances. All right. Even though this instance belongs to another ASIC. Right. So first of all, let me create one security group. Right. Keep like this. Say in this window, I am going to create a security group. Say security group. Security, say this one, I am going to delete this one on it. Right. Okay. Right. Keep as it is. Right. Create security group. What is my security group? SG1 or SGEFS, whatever it is. Right. Just put the description, just copy and paste. Right. VPC. Right. Say outbound rules, inbound rules, keep as it is. Later we can define just we okay. Just say just put all traffic. Later we modify the rules. All right. Say create security group. Right. This part is done. Now the launching part, I'm going to choose the security group here. Say let me choose say just it's not here. Say previous. Say let me cancel and come back. Launch instance. Existing security group. Choose this one, SG, right? But Now guys, I'm going to launch this instance as well. Launch instance. Here I'm going to choose this ASAP, right? Okay. 1B. Security group, existing security group. Say this is our existing one, SG1. Say launch instance. So guys, this part I have completed. Right. Right. Now I am going to create EFX file system. Before that, I'm going to connect these two machines. Say, let's refresh. Let me connect EC1. Let me update this to instances. So guys, instances are fine, right? Now we have deployed to instances like this is fine. Now guys, we are going to deploy EFX file system, right? Right. Let's EFX file system, create file system, right? Just say name, say my EFX file system, right? And choose the VPC. Okay. Right. Choose the VPC where the EFS file system is located, right? EFS and all. Here, guys, the regional or one zone. There are two options here. better you customize this one. Okay. Now we are going to customize the file system options. Right here we see two options here, regional or one zone. Regional means stores data redundancy across multiple assets. Stores data redundancy within a single asset. Which one would you like to choose? Right. So if it is a production, go with the regional. That means, guys, we are going to deploy this one into multiple availability zones, right? Say multiple availability zones. We are going to deploy if you choose the region, right? Region, right? For the testing purpose, we are going to deploy only one asset like this, right? Don't choose multiple, then is okay. It's a chargeable option. They might charge, right? So please choose one zone. That means we are going to deploy our EFS inside one asset, right? Right. That is about regional and one zone. Next one, what is asset? Okay. So now they are asking what is the asset? Just mention the asset, guys, here. Just say we are going to put US is 1C, right? 1C. The thing is, guys, see the instance. If you see the instance, EC1 is in 1A. EC2 is in 1B. And this one is in 1C, right? ASAP, right? Now see here, say variability zone ASAP, right? Now we are going to deploy this. Now, do we need backups, right? Say if you want backup, just keep as it is. If you don't want any backup, just remove this. This also, guys, is the pricing options. Additional pricing applies, right? If you choose this one, careful, right? Now we don't want any backup, right? Right. Now there's a life cycle options here, guys. Right. Say same thing we are going to discuss when we study S3 bucket. That also another storage, guys. Anyway, we are going to see one or two life cycle management policies and the hard drive storage, blah blah things. But now see transition into ASAP. Right. There are different hard drive categories here. Right. Say, let's see. This is one hard drive category. Say, this is another hard drive category. This is another hard drive category. Right. And there are plenty of pricing options. Say, if you choose this one, this hard drive, there will be a charge. If you choose second hard drive, there will be a charge, but less than this one. Right? If you choose this one, this is the least amount you are going to pay. Say, let's see this storage name as, say transition files from one zone. Say the storage name as one zone. This storage name as one zone infrequent access storage. See the wording, guys, careful. Say this storage name as one zone storage. this storage name as once on infrequent access, right? Say, let me put this storage name once on. This is another storage is once on infrequent access, say IA. IA means infrequent access storage. Infrequent means we rarely access the data, right? Say once on storage, we frequently access. So that's what they are saying, right? So there's a life cycle management policy is saying after 7 days, say if you couldn't access the data for last 7 days, then this data goes to this storage, right? After 7 days, say if you say you can choose the number of days here. Say if you say 60 days last access, then Amazon will check the data, say whether the particular person is accessing the data, the particular person is not accessing the data for last 60 days, then it moves this one to once on infrequent access data, right? Sometimes if you access this data frequently, say you move the, say Amazon, move your data here, but since you access this data frequently, then they move this data here, right? One first access, say if they move the data, right? So we can see plenty of storage classes we are going to discuss, right? Right. This is about life cycle management, right? Right. Because of the costing factor, they have divided the hard drive storage, right? Right. So that is about the life cycle management. Say, let's put 7 days. After 7 days, the particular data goes to once on infrequent access, right? From once on storage to once on infrequent access data, IE data. Okay. There are a couple of performance options here, guys. Right. Before discuss these performance options, let me open a Word file. All right. So here, guys, say if we choose general purpose, the first option, but I'm not quite sure this one is why they have switched off this option. Right, okay. Say general purpose, that means especially for web serving environment and content management system, go with this option, general purpose. Say if you deploy high throughput databases like Redshift and all, go with this option, right? So if we choose first option, general purpose, so it's like this. General purpose. say for the testing purpose, we go with general purpose is for just say web serving contents or something, right? Right. So if we choose this option, these are the is also kind of performance options. Say if you choose this one, bursting is like this. There are no charges for bandwidth and get baseline rate 50 kilobyte per second per GB. Right. If your data is 1 GB, then the speed throughput is 50 kilobyte per second. Right. If you go for this one, there's no charges. If you go for this one provision, then there will be charges, guys. Say, let's put throughput is 100. There's a charge, say $1,000, $6,000. This is the chargeable option, right? Testing purpose, better go with this one. If you go for this one, 50 KB per GB, the data speed is 50 KB per second. If you go with provision, say it will have say amount of data store and pay separately for storage throughput, right? Amount of data store, that means storage, as well as they are costing the throughput, right? If you go for this option, this one is bit fast, okay? So better go with bursting. The average speed is 50 KB per second per GB, right? So we are going to choose the bursting, right? Next one is encryption, right? So are we going to encrypt this storage or no, right? So just remove the encryption or just keep as it is. Okay, keep as it is fine. Right. Now we are going to encrypt the storage data. Right. So these are some couple of options connected to EFS. Right. Right. Testing purpose, we have removed some options like backup, say, and we have chosen one zone and all. Right, this is fine. Say next. Now see the speed. Now, right, the mount point, target mount point. Say, but we are going to mount the particular file system. From here, we are going to mount the particular file system, right? So that's what it's asking, the mount point. So it should be, I couldn't see other. There's no A and B, let's see. Just create, let's refresh this one. I think because of the, okay, let me launch another instance. Now I can see some these things here. Now see, carefully see, this is the mount point, guys, right? From here, we are going to mount this file system, right? This file system we are going to mount, right? Now, say our instances are in A and B, right? US is 1A and US is 1B, right? Here the security group, right? Now we have to place a security group here, right? I am going to create a security group for this file system, say EFX1 or something. Say go to security group. Or let me use this one, right? Or just okay, just delete it and create security group EFX security group 1 or something, right? Just right, say add roles to at the moment just open out all traffic. Right, done. Say let's call the security group here. Just remove here. Just remove here. Just call the security group here. Say at mount target. Say wait. Say I have to get 3 options here, but none of them are here. Give me 1 second, guys. Anyway, let's see. Okay. So I'm going to create this one. So let me choose my security group. Say next. Just say next and finish it off. Say wait, guys. If not, I'll change the different account. So wait, I'm going to delete this one. Let's see. So this time I am going to choose different security group, right? So maybe the security group might be the issue. Say web1. Now let's connect. Still I am getting. Anyway, I'll change the account. There are some issues in the account. Okay, let me change this account. So here, some issues there in the account. Give me 1 minute time. Let me change the account. Say, give me 1 second, guys. I'll I'm in a different account. Let's see. Say, Shit. Right. So let me connect, quickly put the sorry guys, now it's okay. Now let's start PFS, guys. Nice. Still, I get the same thing. Nice, cautious. Anyway, just create and see, right? So this is the file system. This is a file system. It has been created, right? Now we are going to define the mount points. Still, we got stuck in the mount point. Let's see. Let's see whether we can modify this one. It's cautious. Okay. Thing is, guys, I have to get plenty of mount points. That's what I'm waiting. Just make it this one answer. Because there's no. So there should be a plenty of mount points. I don't know why today is not coming. Anyway, let's okay, let's see, right? Security group. let's go with Web3. Right. Right. Anyway, we will see this one. Right. Now, guys, this file system has been created, right? Right. Now we have plenty of security group. Say this one security group known as Web1. This one security group known as Web2. This one security group known as Web3. Anyway, let's see. Web3. Right. Say something like this. So what I can do is this security group, Web1, I am going to point to this one only. This security group Web2, I am going to point this security group only. This is a bit kind of confusing concept. Right? That means this instance only communicate with this file system. This instance only communicate with this file system. Here I am pointing the security group. Right. This one I am only pointing this security group Web3. Here I am pointing this security group. But that means this instance only communicate with this one. This one only communicate with this one. Like that. Right. Right. If you want, you can open all the rules. That also possible. Right. Let's see. Right. Go to this security group Web1 and pointing this one. Right. Go to the security group. So guys, today I waste your time. Anyway, say Web1. Edit inbound roles. Here, guys, say add rule. Here, just choose NFS file system. Right. Just point to Web3 here. Choose Web3. Web2 is there. I had to choose Web3. Web3 here, this one. I am pointing only the particular file system security group, right? Web3, right? Say, let's see what happened. Say save. Same thing goes to this instance as well, guys. Web2 6. So let's go to instance. Choose this one. Say a security group. Right. Say edit inbound roles. Add role. Yes, NFS protocol. NFS. I would like to talk only Web3. Web3. Right. Save. Right. Now it's done. Right. So that means we just point this security group to this. Okay. Right. This one also we are going to point this one. Right. Say go to the security group. Web3. Say just edit inbound roles. Just say Web3 add role. Just choose NFS communication. Talk to web 1 and web 2. Other way around. Web 1, say NFS, sorry, capital NFS. This one should be web 2. Save rules. So both sides. So this instance there we are saying communicate only with this security group. This file system security group saying communicate only with this and this one. Okay, right. Through NFS. Right. Now this part done. Right. Right. Now the mounting part completed, guys. Right. Now, so if you would like to mount this file system, you have to install a software in Linux. Okay. You have to install Amazon EFX software, right? Go to your instances, say, just type yum install Amazon EFX tools, right? Say same software goes to other instance as well, guys. This also go to same instance, same software. Okay, this is done. Amazon, this one has been installed. Now, what you can do is just go to EFS, just click EFS file system, right? Just click attach. Now we are going to attach this file system with this EC2 instance plus this EC2 instance, right? Say attach. You can just say click attach. There are two ways to attach. One is via DNS, other one is via IP address. Okay, you can choose either of the ways, right? Let me choose IP address is more specific, right? Let's see. Just copy this one. Just copy the command and paste it. That's all. Windows also, FX also we have done. We just copy this particular command and paste it in Windows command prompt. Same thing here. Just copy this one. This one says NFS4 file system. We are mounting, right? Just go to the machine. Go to the instance. Just say enter. Now it's saying mount point EFX does not exist, guys. Okay, there should be a folder should exist in Linux machine. So what we can do is just go to root directory, mkdir, just create EFX. I'll explain bit later. Say EFX, say ls. You can see EFX has been created. Now apply the command again. Everything perfect. It should mount. Mounted. Now same thing. We are going to apply other instance as well. Right? mkdir. Just say EFX. Sorry. mkdir. Right? So say go to root and see ls, EFX is there. Apply the same command. Say enter, done. Now we have successfully mounted. Okay, we have successfully mounted. Right. Now see here, I am going to create a file here. Say let's take these instances side by side. Say, let me create a file here. Say ls, nothing is, sorry, go to EFX folder and create a file. CD EFX ls, say touch file 1. Enter. ls file 1 is in this machine. This machine, just go to EFX and see the file is there. You can see the file here. Okay, you can see the file. File 1 is there. Let's create touch file 2. ls, the file 2 is there. Just ls and see. You can see the file 2 is there. Now, okay, right. Now see guys, see there's a mounting. There's a mounting option, right? Okay, say let's see the command first. See this is the mounting command. Say mount file system type. What is the file system we are using? NFS version 4 file system, right? Say this is belongs to the some parameters are there, read and write, blah blah things, the permissions. Right? Say we are mounting the particular file system to /EFS. Okay, that means EFS means that EFS should exist in Linux machine, right? Pointing, mounting, right? So it should exist. Say just copy this IP and paste. That's all it works, right? Now, guys. Now, did you understand this this part? This security group part. If you have any doubts, let me know. Security group. Here, guys, this is a Web3 security group. Right here, just go to edit. Just say NFS. Right. Say this one is Web3. Web3 is connected here. Web3 is connected here. Right. Say NFS and the TCP NFS port 2049 is pointing to. Okay. This is pointing to this security group. There's no IPs here, guys. Right? Security group. This one again pointing to this security group. Other way around, guys. This one pointing to this security group. This one, Web2, Web1 pointing to Web3 security group. Right? Vice versa. Right? This is the security group configuration. Sometimes you may confuse, right? Anyway, if you have any doubts, if you have any issues, we will clear it. Right. Normally, guys, when we create EFX file system, there should be 3 options. When I create last class also, there are 3 mounting points. That's what I got stuck there, right? But these days they have removed all other mounting points and put only one mounting point. Okay, one mounting point, right? So these are some recent changes done in Amazon side, right? All right. So if you have any doubts, guys, we will clear it and move forward. Are we clear, guys? This one, EFS. See if you have any doubts. So the other thing is, okay, you can have same security group or different security group, right? Say here I have put Web1 and Web2. Okay, if you want, you can put one security group that will manage this instance as well as this instance as well. right? If you want, you can separately put one security group for this one security group for this as well, right? So guys, this is about EFX file system. So we have learned couple of file system, guys. Say we have learned EBS file system. Other one is FXX file system. Other one today we learned EFX file system, right? These are some storage part. This is for Windows. This is for Linux. This one is by default embedded with EC2 instances. Right. Next class, guys, we are going to learn about S3. That also another storage, right? Another storage. We are going to store the objects, right? S3 buckets, right? That is the different storage part, right? So guys, if you have any issues with or any questions with EFX file system, there are a couple of questions. But hope you get the points. Right. So if you have any doubts, just put a message. I'll really help. Right. Meantime, go through the recordings, do the practicals. Is really helpful for your exams as well as your future employment. Right. Fine. Now, guys, say let's learn about something different. Right. Now the time is 3:15. We will take short break around 3:30, guys. Right. Okay. Before that, we will take we will learn a small theory part. Right. Now, see, guys. Say these instances. Right. Say. Let's learn about something interesting about these instances, right? Say you can see running state is there. You can see stop state is there. You can see terminate state is there. You can see hibernate. Can we see hibernate status here? Sometimes you may see stop instances, sometimes terminate instances, sometimes start instances or pending. Right? Now see, so let's learn something about this instance state, right? Now, guys, say this is the instance, guys, say EC2 instance. Say when you launch the instance, say EC2. Say when you launch the instance, say it goes to a state, the state known as pending state. Have you seen this one, the pending state? Right. From the pending state, it goes to running state. You may see running state. Right. From the running state, sometimes instance will reboot. Reboot. Say rebooting, say you see all the INGs. Say reboot, Once is reboot, again back to running state, right? Back to running state. Sometimes from here, it goes to shutdown. Say, shutdown state. From the shutdown, it might go to terminate state. Terminate state. Right? So from the running state, it might go to another state. What is the state? From here, it might go to stopping state. It might stop, right? Right? From stopping state to, if we stop the instance, we can again start the instance. If we start, it goes to pending, then it comes to running state, right? Say, when we start this one, it goes to pending and running state, right? From stopping, we can terminate the instance also, right? Terminate. Right. One thing, guys. From running state, okay, say the stopping this state, I am going to mark like this. Hibernate. Now you all know this pending, rebooting, running, shutdown, start, stop, terminate. Right. Now, what about this hibernate? What is hibernate? Say, can we see this hibernate mode? In the instances, guys, can we see this hibernate mode? Say instances, say if you click one instance here, can we see hibernate mode? Yes, we can see hibernate mode, but this one is disabled, guys. That means the hibernate mode is not enabled. That is the meaning. Say, right? The hibernate mode still not enabled. Say, what is hibernate? This is the EC2 instance. EC2 instance. Say you are running a command. Say, for example, you are running a tracer command, right? Say, this is the RAM. This is the hard drive, elastic block storage. In this, you are running the command. Say, if the instance goes to hibernate, right? So this memory contents stores in hard drive. When you start the instance, this memory content, the contents which are in hard drive, again loaded to RAM. Say, for example, you are running tracer command and quickly to hibernate the instance. On that time, the tracer command and all the memory contents goes to your hard drive. Right? When you start the instance, say this one, say you are hibernating this one. Say here you are start the instance. When you start the instance, okay, all the contents again back to RAM. You can see the tracer command. Right? Right. That is known as hibernate. That means all the memory contents dump to the hard drive. Okay, to hard drive. That is known as hibernating, guys. Now see, how can we enable the hibernate? Okay, this is the hibernate. Let's see that. Say, let's clear this. Say, I'm going to say launch the instance here. Here you won't see any of the instances. You won't see the Hibernate, right? But if you would like to enable Hibernate, say what you can do is, guys, just when you launch the instance, click the Hibernate option. Stop hibernate behavior. Enable hibernation as an additional stop behavior. You can see further space all allocated on the root volume to store instance memory. So whatever in the this one, store to the hard drive, right? EFS hard. Okay. You have to enable hibernate. Only the particular hibernate will visible, right? Now say at storage. Say launch instance. Create security group, successful initiation launching failure. Right? So I said, say, right, what is the message, guys? Say if you go for hibernation, the root device volume must be encrypted. Otherwise, hibernation won't work out. Right? So just cancel it. Again, launch it. This time, encrypt the root volume. Say here, choose the hibernate behavior. Say root volume should be encrypted, right? Just say encrypted default encryption. If you want, you can choose KMS keys to encrypt the volume, right? So I would like to choose the default one, right? And say now this VM, I just enable the hibernation. Let's see whether we can see that option now. Now say click here and say instance, say hibernate instance, right? Say if we say it's now enabled for this instance, say if we say hibernate, all the say it will say now it start since it's starting, right? It's still spinning up. So it should be 2/0 check pass. still spinning up. Anyway, I am going to hibernate this one. Yes, hibernate instance, say hibernate. Now successfully hibernated. That means it goes to stopping mode. That means all the contents in the RAM goes to hard drive. When we start again particular contents pop up. Right? Right. That is about hibernate, guys. Right. Next one. So anyway, I'm going to stop and delete this one. This one, no need. Now, guys, see one more point, guys. Say, guys, what about this IP address? Say, what do you think? If we restart this IP address, what will happen? Sorry, if we restart the instance, what will happen to this IP address, guys? Any idea? It will remain same. If we restart, what will happen? If we stop and start, what will happen? Right? Say guys, see the IP address. Let me copy this IP address. This is the IP, guys. Right? Say, let me copy this IP. Now I am going to restart the instance. Say, what is the instance name? VM3. VM3. Say, click here, reboot instance. Now I just rebooted, right? But it's saying running. If you see the diagram, if you see, okay, it's in the running state, right? Running state. Again, I am going to refresh, right? Now, just again copy this IP address. Say rebooted, say the IP is same, guys. Now see, what I can do is this instance, I am going to stop and start. Say, what will happen to this IP address? Anyone? Say, stop. Now say stopping. Stopping. Stop. Now, if I start this instance, what will happen to this IP address? Guys, any answers? Are we having same IP address or different IP address? Yeah, yes, very good. Different IP address. Now see, right? I am going to start the instance. Still pinning anyway to just copy the IP. Yeah? Right. Okay. Now just compare the IP now. Say when we stop and start, the IP got changed. Now guys, what will happen to this IP address? It be, are we observe? Say what will happen to this IP address? So once we stop and start, are we having same IP or different IP address? Any answers, guys? This one is okay. What about this IP address, private IP address? Right. Let's see after the break. Right. So now we are going to have 15 minutes break, guys. Now the time is 3:35. Anyway, we are going to start 40, 50 or 55. Okay. Get a short break. Right. Okay, guys. So let's start. Right. So now we are here. Right. Thing is, this IP will remain same. Right. Say PM3. Say so restart again. Say stop and start. The IP remains. You can see this private IP say if you see, if I stop the instance and start the instance, the private IP remains same, right? So this IP is changing. So guys, my next question is, say, let's see, this one is your Linux instance, EC2 instance. So this NIC is connected. So my question is, how many network card would you assign this network NIC? How many IP address? Sorry, how many IP address you may able to assign this one? One IP or two IP or three IP or whatever. How many IPs or one IP or multiple IPs? So guys, one network card, you can assign multiple IP address, right? Okay. Right. In Amazon, they have assigned two IP. They have assigned two IPs. Say, what are those IP address? This is one IP. public IP, this one is private IP. They have assigned to only one network card. Right? Now, right, perfect. Now it's running. Right? Now the IP got changed again. Now, say your CEO is asking to run a web server, right? But the instance is frequently shut down and restart. So IP get changed. So how can you manage this situation? You would like to run a web server, but frequently IP address is changing, right? For one time customer, you are giving this IP address. So this IP address. Next time you are giving this IP address. Again, next time you are giving this IP address. So you are saying sorry for this one and let them use, and you are frequently giving different IP to your customer to access the web server. Is it the best practice, guys? Your instant stop and start, it will generate multiple public IP address. You are issuing this public IP to your customer. So what you can do is, guys, you are going to assign a static IP address. Right? Don't relay with this IP. If you go for production and all, don't go with this IP address. This IP time to time change. It's changeable. So guys, what you can do is, you are going to assign a static IP address, elastic IP address. The thing is, this is the chargeable component. Since it's a static IP address, but it's a chargeable component, right? So guys, let's configure one static IP and assign to one of the instance, right? But still is chargeable component, right? These IPs are free IPs, but elastic IP, this one is chargeable. Right. Now go to the network interfaces. I have number of instances. So let me shut down these two instances. No longer. Just terminate. Now see, guys, say this is the EC2 instance. There's already one network card is there. Amazon has assigned one public IP and one private IP. And we have got one private IP. Now guys, I am going to create a network card and connect with a particular instance. Then I am going to assign EIB IP address, elastic IP address, right? I am going to associate, because they use the word associate, right? Or attach or something, right? Something like that. Say this is my first network card. This is my second card, ETH1, right? First card, people always says ETH0 or whatever it is, right? Second card, they start from 1, right? Right. Say, go to network interfaces and create one interface. Here guys, I'm going to create one network interface, right? So all the network interfaces are start using ENI. That is a name they use and some IDs, right? Say create network interface. Say first of all, let's check this instance. This instance belongs to C, right? Once. Say, let me create network interface. Say ETH1. I mean, this is a TID or something. Say what is a subnet? Say this is a subnet. So auto assign, just say, and a security group. So then let's see the particular instance security group. You have to choose the same security group as well. Web3. Web3. Okay, please note this point. Okay, security group and the subnet, right? Say create network interface. Say it's ending with 170. So this is the network card, guys. This is the network card. Just ETH1. Just assign a name like that. Right. Now see, say available, ready to use. But see the other network cards say in use. Clear? In use. Right? And see any public IP assigned. There's no public IP address this one, but private IP has been assigned by Amazon, but there's no public IP, guys. Right? Now we are going to create the static IP address. Right, guys, this is a chargeable components. If you create within 10 minutes time, please delete it. Otherwise, it's bit charge for you, right? Say let's create one elastic IP address. Allocate elastic IP address. The region is there. Say now we got one elastic IP address. Choose the IP action, associate elastic IP address. Associate. Say, are we going to associate instance network card? Say we are going to choose network card and specify the interface. Say this is the interface we are going to assign. So this is the private IP already assigned by Amazon. That is okay. Say associate. Now EIB address associated successfully, guys. Right? Now again back to network card. You can see here, you won't see the IP address, right? Let's see, right? Now what I can do is I'm going to connect this one with the instance, this network card with the instance, right? Right. Choose this one, IP address, attach, say VM3, I would like to assign, say attach. Now see, you see here in use. Previously ready to use, now is saying in use. Right? Now go to the instance. Just go to the instance and see is assigned. Now this IP has been assigned. Right? So elastic IP address. So here we have 3 IP address. Say public IP address, elastic IP address, say private IP address. Right? This is the elastic IP. Say now we are going to restart this one and see whether we get same IP or different IP. So our EIB IP address is this one. Now let's stop the instance and start the instance and see whether this IP is changeable. Stop. Just click this one. Still the IP is there, guys. You can see the IP is there. See, guys, why we get 2 IPs here, private IPs. The instance has been stopped. Say here, just observe here, instance has been stopped. Here we get 2 private IP address. See, this IP and this IP now is same. The reason is, guys, here we have installed 2 network card. Say one private IP from this network card, another private IP from this network card. So that's what we are getting, 2 private IPs. Private IP. Okay. Now the instance has been stopped. See the public IP address. See the elastic IP address static. Now is same. Now I'm going to start the instance again and again observe. Pending state. Now check the IP address, guys. Now see this public IP address, this IPs are same, and this is the thing. Right? So now you hope you get the idea about this IP address. Okay. There are 1 or 2 questions on this. You can easily answer the questions. Right. Now, okay, again, I'm going to remove these IPs. Say, elastic IP address. Otherwise, they will charge. Say, disassociate elastic IP address. All right. Elastic IP address disassociated successfully. Right. Now, guys, just release IP. Just release the IP address. Right. There's no static IP, guys. Now see the instance. Now we have got another dynamic public IP address. Now the IP has been released. Since we have private IPs, is okay, fine. Keep as is. So if you remove the network card, then you won't see this IP address. Say this is the network card we attach. So detach. Now we are going to remove this network card from the EC2 instance. Just choose the network card, say detach. Just say detach. If not, force detach. Now the network card has been detached. Now see, if you refresh, says still in use, or just click here and delete it. Says in currently in use. So what you can do is you can shut down the instance first, then remove the network card. say is available. So just click and delete the network card. Now again start the instance is fine. Again, you see one IP address here, one IP address, right? So this is how they assign the IP address, and this is how static IP works, right? So guys, it's done. So guys, any questions on this? Right. Hope you are fine. Now see guys. Now, this is the availability zone guys. Availability zone. Here we have subnet. Here we have server tracks. Say this is one server, the hardware server. This is not easy to instance. Now I'm talking about hardware server. Say let's make it. This is one hardware server. The server track. This is one server track. This is another server track. This is another server track. Right? Now, guys, okay, in these servers, I'm going to deploy EC2 instances. Right? Say EC2 instances. This is another EC2 instance. EC2 instances. EC2 instance. EC2 instances. Okay. In one server track, also in one server, I just install any VM software, okay, or just say Hyper-V or Amazon VMware or any VMs. Then on top of VM, I am hosting my EC2 instance. So my question is, guys, what about the communication between these two instances? What about the communication? Now, right? Say, I am launching another EC2 instance inside another track. Then, what about this communication? Say I am launching another instance here. Then what about this communication? Now, guys, you have to differentiate this which communication is flexible or which communication is speed. From here to here or here to here. Thing is, guys, always this communication is speed. This one is another server track. Okay, this communication is bit slow. Okay, this communication would be bit slow. This communication, internal communication, always speed, right? It's flexible, right? Right. Say here we get low latency. Here we get bit high latency, right? So this sort of setup, guys, known as placement group. Say if you launch number of instances, say if you launch more than 2 instances, better to choose the placement group. Say placement group. right? There are three type of placement group. Okay. Now we are going to discuss those three type, guys. Right? What are those three, guys? Let's see. Three types. You see here, this is the server track here. If you deploy instances in one server, communication would be more effective, right? Low latency is there. The disadvantage is if you lose this server track, say any major hardware failure or something, in any chance, if you lost this server track, you may lose all the instances, guys. Say disadvantage, if the track fail, all instances fail. Right? This one is known as cluster, right? Cluster. You can see this option, say one is cluster type. Say, let me show the three types. Say, when you launch the instance, say Hibernate we have done. Placement group. You have to choose the placement group. Okay. It should be more than, say, if you are going to launch 6 instances, say placement group. Here you can see the placement group, clustering or spreading or partition. Right? Which option you would like to choose? If you choose clustering, fine, all your 6 instances are in one server track. Since it's in one ASF, all your instances are in one server track. Say, if you choose spreading, this option, spread. Second one says the setup is like this. This is one ASF. This is another ASF. Availability zone. 1A, 1B. Here, all these tracks, you are deploying your instances. Say, guys, if I choose this option, spread, I am spreading the instances like this. Say, guys, say the advantage is, say, any chance this server track fail, any failure or something, I can work with these instances. See, my other 5 are alive. Any chance that I am talking about the hardware failure, right? Hardware failure. Say, right? So I can say it's a spreading. That is about spread. The redundancy is high, but the thing is the latency is also bit high. Okay. So if this instance want to communicate with this one, there should be a bit delay, right? Compare with this one, there should be a bit delay, guys. Since redundancy is high, perfect. Right? Next one, guys, partition. Say you can see here the partition. Say here you are going to define number of partition 2. That means, say, one server track, two server track, one partition. Two server track, one partition. Partition 1, partition 2. This is kind of hibernate. Hybrid. Okay, the merge with these two things, hybrid, right? Say any chance this track goes, we can work with other instances. Okay, if any chance this two track goes, we can work with other instances. Right? So this is the hibernate part. Right? So guys, these are the options are here: clustering, spreading, partition. There are some questions, guys. Definitely, you may face some questions. So that is about this one. Placement group. Okay. Right. So guys, so far everything fine. So if you have any questions, please raise. We will discuss. Right? Okay, fine. So far, no questions, guys. Hope you all are comfortable. Fine. Now, see, now we are going to learn another concept, guys. Right? Now, let's see this one. Say, scale up. Say, what do you mean by scale up, guys? Say, any idea, guys? You are increasing the server size, right? That means increasing your RAM size, increasing your hard drive size, right? Still is one server, but you are modifying the resources. Okay. Network card, RAM, CPU, right? This is known as scale up, right? Scaling up. Now let's see. This is known as scale down. Here you are reducing your resources. Still is one server. You are reducing your RAM size, reducing your CPU size, okay, network card, right? Say lockdown or something, you are reducing the size, right? Because if less people access your machine, still you have experience with low traffic, then you are scaled down. Okay, scaled down. Right. Right. Next, see, scale down. This one is, guys, scale out. That means here is not one server, the multiple servers. You are increasing number of servers. Okay, not the resources. Okay, if high number of traffic, you are increasing number of servers, scale out. Say next one is there, scale in. That means you are reducing number of servers, guys. This is scale in, guys. Clear? Say this is known as vertical scaling. Okay, vertical scaling. This is known as horizontal scaling. right? Horizontal scale, right? But now, guys, we are going to learn a totally different concept, right? That is known as, so we have, since the time is 4:30, okay, we have time, okay. That is known as, guys, load balance, okay? Elastic load balance, right? So let's see what is load balance. Amazon, we have three type of load balancers, right? The scale out, scale in, just go through this also. Say number of machines. Say guys, you can see the load balancer here. If someone is here, say try to access the website. Say the website is hosted into 3 PCs, right? Load balancer is going to manage these instances and send the traffic. Say traffic is high, it will scale out. Traffic is low, it will reduce the instance, scale in, right? Load balancer is going to do that part. So the traffic always hit in, on top of load balancer. It will pass this one to the particular web servers and serve the customer, right? Now see guys, this is the load balancer is somewhere here. So load balancer is here. So this traffic 80 TPS traffic, guys, should be 80 TPS traffic 443. Say this traffic maybe 80 TP or 8 TTPS traffic. Okay. After load balancer, you can use port 80 or 443, it's up to you, but this traffic should HTTPS, right? Now guys, this is the right, health check. Load balancer, say there's a health check concept. Load balancer will check the health of the instance. Right? Instance goes down, it will automatically start another instance. Right? Like that it works. Right? There is no human intervention. Okay? It will happen automatically, guys. Right? We'll do a hands-on. Right? Right. It will check the health of the servers. Low, okay, elastic load balance. Right. Surely we are going to learn another concept, guys. Say that is known as Right. Okay. Elastic load balancer is there. Say the traffic comes here, the 443 traffic, HTTPS traffic. Here we have port 80 or 443. Here, there's a target group. There's a concept known as target group. Target group, guys, here we have number of instances. Say you can keep more than 2 instances, okay, inside target group, right? Guys, another concept, guys, auto scaling. There's another component, auto scaling group. This one, auto scaling group, it will add the instances inside target group. Right? But this auto scaling group is going to make some instances. It doesn't know how to run instances. What we can do is we are going to create a template. In the template, we have to mention the CPU. What is a CPU? What is a RAM size we are going to use? What is the network card? What is the bootstrap script? Then make a template. Okay, say my template. Right? So what we can do, okay, I just named as my template. So guys, what we can do is we have to feed this one. We have to feed this one to auto scaling group. Once we feed, this one will cook and put these things, put all the instance to here. Right? Here we have to say we need this much of instance. That's all. It will cook and put all the instance here. Right? Inside target group. Right? Right? Okay. First of all, guys, in this practical, we have to create a template. Right? Right. Now, say this is our auto scaling group. Sorry, not auto scaling group. This is our load balance. Load application or load balance. Or we have network load balance. Right? Or we have gateway load balance. There are 3 types of load balancers, guys. Say here, let me show the load balancers. Create load balancer. You can see application load balancer is there, network load balancer, gateway load balancer. Right? 3 types of load balance. Right? So we are going to do application load balancer and network load balancer. So this one we need the another firewall that is bit costly, guys. That's what I am going to drop this practical. But we are going to do this and this. Right? Anyway, we will see one by one. What is application load balancer? What is network load balancer, what is gateway or load balancer. Right. Here we have got 3 type of load balancers. Inside load balancer, there are group of PCs. This is known as target group. Let's see, here we have 6 instances, say 6 machines are here. All these instances are registered. Very important wording. All these instances should be registered. Say it is connected like this, guys. This is our load balancer, application load balancer, or whatever it is. Say the traffic is hitting here. The traffic is hit this one. Okay. Is hit this address, load balancer address, not instance address. It is hitting here, guys. Okay. It will check the machine. If the particular machine is free, then pass the traffic. Right? Pass the traffic. Right? That's how the load balancer works. Now, guys, we are going to do a small demo on this one. Right? Say outside traffic, you can use 443.80. I prefer to go with 443. Right? That is HTTPS, guys. Secure. So if you go for secure one, you have to certify. That means you have to get the SSL certificate. I already got the SSL certificate from Amazon. Okay, I'm going to use that certificate, right? Later we see how to create certificate and all, right? Assume I have the SSL certificate. Right? Now, say, just close this one. Here we have 3 kind of load balancers. Say Amazon has dropped this one. Say recently, a month ago, they have dropped this load balancer. Now we have 3 load balancers. As you see here, these are the load balancers right now. Right? Say, see the diagram here. Say it may be port 80 or 443. Right? HTTP or HTTPS traffic. Right? Let me use HTTPS traffic. Before that, I'm going to launch the instances. So better let me change the account because DNS is running on my previous account. Say let me log out and log in. Let me launch 2 instances. Next practical, we are going to create the template. Okay, so this one we do manual practical. Right, say let me launch 2 instances. Say let me choose. I think again one name. Say let me copy the bootstrap. Say I'm going to install Apache and configure the Apache like this. Say I'm going to send this one var www.html index.html, right? So just install the bootstrap. That means when the instance is ready, Apache also ready. Right? Otherwise, we have to install separate. Say load balance easy. Load balance easy. So let me open port a HTTP and HTTP. Right. Let me open HTTPS also. ALBEC1, let me launch this one. Next instance, I need 2 instances for this practical. Say this one, I'm going to choose B. That means 1 instance, I'm going to deploy 1 availability zone. Another instance, I would like to deploy another availability zone. Right? Say this is my load balancer. Right? Right. Now, so what I can do is say this one is in 1 availability zone, AZ1. This one is in another availability zone, this instance. Okay. Is the load balancer is there, is connected. Now guys, I am going to create a target group. Target group, any name, you can put any name. Then you just drop these instances, then register it. Right? Then register it. But meantime, let's check is fine. Just copy and paste and see whether we can get the website. So, yeah, fine. It works, right? So our website also ready now, right? This one still spinning up, I think. This instance still not ready. Just wait the 2 minutes time. Say, let's see. Say, let's check the security group. The is fine. So this one seems to be okay. Anyway, I'm going to launch another instance. Now we have ELB EC1 and ELB EC2. Right? Now should be okay. It will take some time. Huh? Right, perfect. Two machines are perfect. So this one also perfect. Right. Now here I am running two instances. Now I am going to create target group and drop these instances. Right. So let me go to target group. Create target group. Right. Say, are you going to drop instances, IP address, any lambda function or application dot load balancer? Here we are going to drop instances. Just choose instances. Say target group name. Say I just put TG, whatever name, right? I just put TG. What is the protocol? That means inside target group, what is the protocol would you like to use? Okay, would you like to choose? Inside this one, that means say here, we would like to go with port 80. Okay, 80. Okay, 80. Right, HTTP protocol. Right, VPC protocol version HTTP 1.0.2 GRP. Okay, choose HTTP 1. Right. Now see health check. Right. This is also going to check the health. Target group also going to check the health. Right. The associate load balancer predictably send requests or blah blah things. Right. Right. It is going to check this one. Okay. The root directory. Right. Or just ping and see or whatever. Right. Just say next. Now guys, here we have got two instances. It should be registered here. Say choose this one and include as pending below. Register here, right? Okay, register it. If you register, you get okay. It's something like this, right? Review targets. Say create target. Now guys, the target group has been created, right? This part done, instance done, target group done. Now guys, we are going to configure the load balance, this one, right? Right. So this should be, the thing is guys, it should be HTTPS, not HTTP, right? Right. Say this is the target group, guys. This is the load balancer. Let's get another window for the instance. This is our instances. Say this and these are the instances, guys. And load balancer, I would like to choose the first option. Application load balancer. Say create the load balancer name. What is the name you are going to put? Say my load balancer or whatever it is, internet facing or internal. Choose the first option, internet facing. We can create internal load balancers as well, right? Okay. So then we are going to choose IPv4. So where we are going to deploy the load balancer, choose the VPC and choose the assets. Say better to choose all the assets, right? Availability zones. Right? Our instances are in A and B, right? Okay. No harm to choose. Here, guys, what is the security group you are going to assign to a load balancer? Okay. Here, guys, we are going to configure the security group, right? Right. Say the default one is there. Say let me choose SG. Let me choose SG security group, right? Right. Say you should listen HTTPS, guys, not HTTP, right? If you want, you can choose HTTP, right? So I'm going to choose HTTPS port 443 and inform your security group. What is your security group? Okay. Load balancer, just refresh 2 or 3 times. Click here, you can get the security group name. This is our security group name, right? If you want, you can add more listeners, right? Just say remove, one is enough. Then guys, you are going to create a certificate, right? So I already got the SSL certificate from Amazon. I am going to deploy it, right? Choose the ACM, then choose the certificate. When you choose the certificate, guys, say asterisk. Asterisk means abc.netexpertchannel.live, xyz.netexpertchannel.live, www.netexpertchannel.live, test.netexpertchannel.live, okay, mail.netexpertchannel.live. You can have any name, okay, in front of NetExpert channel. This is known as wildcard certificate. That means you can run many servers, right? Say mail servers, web servers, blah, blah servers, right? Asterisk mean any name, right? So choose the certificate, right? This one is your SSL certificate. Clear? Right. So then create load balancer. Say view load balancer. Now the load balancer is in provisioning state, still not active. Okay, it will take other several minutes to active. Okay, let's see. Give me another 1 minute time. Soon it get activated. Here the state you get active, guys, right? Yes, refresh and see whether it's activated. It's still active. Huh? Now you get active. Now the load balancer is in. Now see guys, just choose the load balancer's address. Right? This is the load balancer's DNS name. So it seems to be uncomfortable. Anyway, we just go through this name. Let's go to the browser, paste it, enter. Now, see, nothing is there. Okay. Just type HTTPS. We would like to use HTTP, not HTTPS. So let me fix this one. Now go to advanced and accept the certificate. Now you get the web page. Say now it's going to load balancer is going to manage, right? Sometimes it send the traffic to this instance. If this one is busy, then it send the traffic to this one, right? Load balancing. Now just refresh this one. Carefully see the IP address. 2831 42169. Now right now when I call the load balancer address, guys, when I call the load balancer address, it's sending the sometimes it's sending the traffic to one EC2 instance, sometimes it's sending the traffic to another EC2 instance, load balancing, right? Now guys, see. Now see the address, guys, is something is okay. Sometimes couldn't, it's not comfortable, right? Say what you can do is just go to DNS and create a meaningful address, right? Right. Just copy this one. Just copy here. Go to a DNS. Say what is the DNS we have learned? Last class we have learned Route 53. Here, guys, map the address. Okay? Map this address with the nice name, right? Say hosted zone. Create host. Just go to this one. Create record. Say better to switch to wizard mode. Say symbol record. Next, define symbol record. Just put meaningful name. Say just put test dot next expert channels dot die. Right. A record. You can see here. We can call the load balancer, elastic load balancer. We can call the S3 bucket. We can call the elastic beanstalk. Right, blah blah thing. We can call the APIs, right? Even we can call the IPs. Right. Choose this one. Say route traffic to choose the aliases network load balancer. Here we are going to pass the network load balancer's address. Right? Choose the region. Say we are in Virginia. So guys, are you okay? Virginia and choose the choose network load balancer. Anyway, network load, no records found. What is that? So let's check the load balancer. Virginia is okay. Just refresh it here. Right. So here, just say cancel it again. Come back. Just say test. Right. Here you get the load balancer address. Right. So define symbol record. Create record. Now guys, the record has been created. Now this record, test.netexpert channels.live, right, is pointed to our load balance. Right. Now guys, I am going to call this URL, right? Say, just type this one. Say it works. Say HTTPS. You can see the padlock sign here. Then test.netexpert channel.live. You can see it works. Right? In your PC, if you type this one, it should work. Test.netexpert channels.live, it should work, guys. So this is the way we are going to register this one in DNS server, right? DNS, right? Then we can compile a meaningful name and we can access the particular web servers, right? Now guys, see, there's an issue here. Now, when I call this load balancer, it works. Say this load balancer address is registered here, it works. Fine, that is okay. Now, say one guy, say, go to the instance and just copy this instance, this address, and type like this. Still it works. This is bad. This is not good. So still works. See? The thing is, when I call the load balancer address, only it should work. Say someone comes here and get this address and can access. Anyone can access if people know this instance IP address, people can access. So guys, how are we going to stop this one? Now what we can do is, guys, right? Again, the same thing we have done in the EFS file system, right? So any web access, say there's a security group here. There's a security group here. So guys, still we have other 10 minutes time. Right. So guys, just point this security group here. This one point here. This one point here. this one point here. Only this instance can access this security group. This one access this security group. There's no all the outside connection. Okay, any all the outside connection HTTP, HTTPS, all should be stopped. All should stop. Just point the security groups. That's all. But now see, go to this security group, and I'm going to point this security group. Load balancers security group. That's all, guys. Now, instances, this instance, and see the what is the security group of this instance. Launch wizard 11. Launch wizard 11. Then go to security group. Choose the launch wizard 11. Edit in inbound traffic here. Remove all outside connections. Say remove this, delete this one. No need. No need. We don't want SSH also. We don't want this HTTP. Should listen to load balancer security group. Say what is a load balancer security group? Say load balancer security group. Say guys. SG1, point to SG1 only. Now go to the this one here, call SG1. SG1. There's error here. Okay. So just what we can do is just delete this one and recreate it. Just choose HTTP here. Choose the security group. SG1, right? Save rules. Right. Same thing with other instance also. This one also you have to configure it. Launch wizard 13. This is say launch wizard 13. So go to the security group and launch wizard 13. Edit inbound rules, just delete all the rules. Just delete, create HTTP traffic. SG1. Now we have point this one here. Say other way around. Okay, if you want to, you can point this one here as well, but it's not must. Now we have pointed this security group. Okay, load balancer security group. Now let's call from this URL and see whether it works. It works. Now get the IP and access. go to the instance, get this IP and access whether you can access. Let's see. Now we have stopped all the outside access. Now you want access. Still is the wheel is spinning, indicates you want access. That means this is secure now, right? Outside we stop the connection. Only people can access through load balance. Traffic is hitting here, then they are coming here. This one we stopped. All right. Now this see can't access, but when you call the load balancer, it works, right? This one couldn't access. Reason is the firewall, we have stopped all the outside access, guys. So guys, if you have any questions, please raise. Today we don't have time to discuss the question. Next class onwards, we are going to discuss some 5 or 6 questions. Okay. It's really helpful for your exams. Right, guys, if you have any questions. Right. So hope you understand these things. If you have any issues, guys, just in the group, just put any screenshot or just put any error messages or even any questions, right? Then we will discuss. Right. Okay. So all are fine, guys. So then we will wind up the class today. Then we are going to meet coming Sunday, same time, right? We are going to discuss the balance part of load balancer. There are many things to discuss, right? Right. Okay, then we will stop the class, guys. Right. Good night, guys.